Alright, been a while since I played this, and by a while I mean maybe a month, if that. I'm not starting a new game, I'm gonna fight the queen. I wanna be killed by her, or I wanna kill her. Let's find out. See how rusty I am. Alright, it's one down.
Hold up!
Yeah, not that again. Alright, where are we at? New game plus, give me God of War. Got everything maxed out. Loose armor. Ridiculous Talisman of the Realms. See if this comes back to me. Alright, thank you. Fuck, I've forgotten all the controls. Fuck me. No. No, you can have that. Hey Stick, how are you, bro? Watching Dahlia play this has given me the craving. So I've donned my favorite gear, the Zeus outfit, and I'm getting my ass handed to me. Well, I'm rusty and I've forgotten the controls, but if they come back to me soon, I don't think this will take long to be here by this armor. The fight itself will only take a minute and a half if done perfectly. How did I survive that? Oh, fuck. Yeah, tactical retreat. No, we'll start again. We'll start again. Yeah, I got that itch and threw it on for a few rounds with the Queen as well. It has to be done. This fight is just so much fun. Um, I know that was close, but I would have done it again. I want to do a flawless run. Um, and I still feel like I'm rusty. I still feel like the controls haven't fully come back to me and all the best combos. Ooh, fuck me. See, like, I knew that was coming and I just didn't react.
Hang on!
I don't know. I've seen you play and you're pretty damn good. I have played this a lot though, so I would say I've learned her moves. It's just a matter of reactivating the muscle memory because it's been a while, maybe a month since I played. But it's just so much fun. Like, I would say this is my favorite fight in the game, followed by the Muspelheim 100 enemy battle. Oh, how did that hit me? Oh yeah, so since you're here, I'll show you. Having done New Game Plus multiple times, the stats are ridiculous. My strength is at 422. Where are we? So this is the main game plus 7 New Game Plus runs. So you can see I've got 16 of all the dues here. If I was playing the base version of this game, obviously the fight would take a lot longer, maybe 7-8 minutes, something like that. But this one, if done flawlessly, it should only take a minute to a minute and a half. Alright, let's see if this is the run. Oh shit, she hit me. Too slow to react. Oof. Oof. Alright my friend, I gotta head out. Wish I could stay longer in chat, but I'm glad I passed the frost over. Stick, I love you bro, you're a good man. I will see you soon hopefully. I'll see you around for certain, absolutely. Have a good day man. Thank you for lurking.
I'm coming to you!
Fuck me. Alright, restart the head. Broken robot playing your favorite game. Oh, oh. Died on the first hit. Alright, let's restart that. Let's do it properly. Let's show you how Kratos is agile like a ballerina and not a tank. Anyway, Broken Robot, isn't this a bit late for you? It's nearly midnight. Just work from home, gotta get up early. Fuck me. Nope, can have that.
Father!
Just have people leave. Was having a little board game night. Nice, nice. I know you play proper board games, not this Monopoly shit. Honestly, man, I'm so disappointed sometimes in my group of friends when they're like, "Oh, let's get together for a game of Monopoly." I'm like, are you kidding me? Out of all the board games you can play, Monopoly is what you would choose. But then again, I absolutely fucking hate Monopoly. Fuck me. No, I'm not happy with this. She's hit me once already. Louis just extended his wall rack again. I need to see a picture of that wall. It must be insane. Is it annoying having to learn the rules of different games all the time, or are there certain games you tend to go back to repeatedly, aside from Magic the Gathering? This is it. This is the run. She's getting wrecked. Fuck me. How was I so slow on that? It can be, but usually we get Louis to read the rules, so he acts like a DM of sorts. To be honest, most games it's a case of everything clicks after a few rounds. Oh, fair enough. You guys are pros, you know what you're doing. Alright. Spartan kicker.
Ready yourself.
Oh, nearly got me. How did that not kill me? Got cocky, pressed the wrong button, got locked in an animation, and she wrecked me. No, I'm not reviving that. Almost like every time I say in the bag, I die. So maybe I should just stop saying that. Maybe I should get killed. Turn around. Fucking idiot. Nope, not reviving. I want to do this flawlessly or not at all. Alright, let's do this. Blades out. Fuck me. You know what would make this game better? Rum. Should have prepared a glass of rum before playing. Still might. Having trouble surviving a difficult encounter? Yes, yes I am. Sigrun, you're so red. Yeah. Dead. Fuck you, Sigrun. You're done. Yes. See what happens?
Thank you, friends. You have saved the Valkyries.
Sigrun, how did this happen?
Mimir, is that you?
I wish
You have been
Kratos would
freed.
actually hold up
But-
Mimir's head for this scene.
Freedom comes at a price, milady.
It's so rude just having him
speak truly.
speaking from the butt.
Countless winters
Hey,
we
man.
served the All-Father. But only through his union to the Queen did we ever taste some measure of freedom.
Again. That count as a checkpoint. Okay, darling. Doesn't count as a checkpoint. Nice. Oh, fuck. I always miss that throw. Great stuff. Ooh. I'm being watched from below by my cat, waiting for me to make a move so I can feed her, even though she's already eaten. One track mind on this cat. Not like me. Again. Dead.
Get up!
You know, I saw that coming, and I knew I wouldn't reach. I should have just gone back into rage. Alright, I'm not gonna miss. Oh, how the fuck did I miss at that range? Alright, again. Dodge too soon. Alright, aim. There you go. Done? Ooh, too slow. No, no, no.
Hang in there, brother.
Yucky P is raiding with a party of 7. Da 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 da. Yucky P, thank you so much for the raid. Mr. Hollywood, how are you? Hope you guys are well. Don't know if you guys are familiar with this game. This is my favorite game of all time. God of War. Yucky P, much appreciated. Let's see. How does this work? Shout out Yucky. This was me about a month ago. You played this, Mr. Hollywood? That's all I know. How was Slime Rancher? I hope you had fun. One of my very good friends is a big fan of that game. I think I have it, but I've never played it. I think I got it for free, in fact. Maybe on Epic Game Store. Oh no, I had a bit. Oh, of course, Kratos. Yes, 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 yes. You are growing it back though, aren't you, Mr. Hollywood? And bald head. Yeah, it's a good look. It's a classic. You can never go wrong with it. I love it. Need to figure out how to get more slimes. I've never played it. I don't actually know the purpose of the game. Is it? I know it's a multiplayer game. Is it like? Is it? Oh, what's that Nintendo one with the goo? Ah, shit. What's the name of it? Is it like what's the name of that Nintendo game where you have to like goo up the place with different color depending on your team? I know you're the main man for this though. Thank you, Mr. Hollywood. Much appreciated. I'm gonna watch Kratos get his neck snapped by high heel stilettos. she? Oh! One hit. Just need to sort a few after stream, but I'll be here for that. Yucky P, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy your lurk. And Mr. Hollywood, same to you. Enjoy your lurk. Headache. Drink some water and hope you feel better soon. I will see you guys at one of your streams in no time, I'm sure. Too slow. Slightly observing. Too slow. What? Dodged too soon. Didn't quite get it. Whoa, can't do this. No turf thing allowed. Oh, nice strike. You can do it again. Oh, get off the fire. Yep, got that indeed. No shanking allowed. I don't like it. I've taken a hit. And another. I'm not keeping a tally, but I've been going for 35 minutes. I've beaten her once. And
Have you considered a tactical retreat?
I don't know how many times she's killed me, but it's in the double figures, that's for sure. Well into double figures, probably like, I don't know, 25 times? That's an estimate. Alright, rolls out, let's go.
This is getting
Too slow. How did I survive that? What? I thought I dodged in time. Must have been just a fraction too slow. Again. No. Again. Okay, this is the run. Getting the blades out, we're getting serious up in here. Start by slowing time and smashing her with a Hyperion Slam. Last of Hephaestus. Do this. This, bit of that. Dice, Sigrun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. No, no. Check. Oh! That was stupid. That was stupid of me. Again. Come on. Hitting enemies in the back or into walls inflicts more stun damage. Oh. I'm Sigrun, it doesn't. Sigrun, you done fucked up now. got destroyed. Again. I feel like when she does that move, and she gets locked into that cycle, the game goes into easy mode. It's not satisfying enough. I want to struggle. Oh, too slow, too slow. Oh, dodged too soon. Focus up. He's dragged along the concrete. Fuck. Stuck in the scenery. Dodged the wrong way. Get your ass back down. Not that. Oh! Doomed myself with that move. Alright, I like that stuff. I like doing this. Stops her from doing whatever she wants to do. Gets a few easy hits in. Knocks off a quarter of her health before she gets a chance to react. Alright. Turn. Oh, this is fucking. More dodge. Missed it. Oh, fuck that up. But yeah, you see what I mean. That move there, when she starts doing those swooping scythe attacks, she will do it multiple times and allow me so many free hits. And she always follows it up with double twirl. I fucked up on the second part of the twirl then, but normally that's just easy move. Down. Ooh. Oh. Too slow. I guess we are. Yeah. Fuck it. Joy Boy, how are you? Will the son of Zeus be able to conquer the mighty Sigrun? So far, he's conquered her twice today, and she's conquered him something like, I don't know, 30 or 40 times, I guess. So, while doable, I don't think the odds are in his favor. Whoop. Turn. Good. Helicopter spins. Normally they're easy to dodge, but I mistimed that. Dodged too soon. How are you, Joy Boy? I hope you're well. Have you played the other God of War games? I have. I played the first God of War the very day it came out, in March 2005. And I've been a massive fan of the franchise ever since. I bought my PS4 specifically for this game. I know the PS4 came out in 2013, but I didn't actually get one until 2018. Yeah, this is probably my favorite franchise of games, along with The Witcher. That's the nice Sigrun. No! Ooh. No! No! Sorry. Come at me. No, not that move. I always fucking miss. Oh, you fucked up now, Sigrun. Still alive? Oh, fuck, is she still alive? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, hey. Oh shit, I've got some cool info for you then. Hit me with it. I love cool info, especially if it's about this, this franchise.
Thank you, friends. You have saved the Valkyries.
Is it about God of War Ragnarok?
How did this happen?
Mimir, is that you? You have been freed, but...
Freedom comes at a price, milady.
You speak truly. Countless winters we serve the All-Father. But only through his union to the Queen did we ever taste some measure of freedom.
Joy Boy, you've got me on the edge of my
There
seat.
has only
What's
been
this cool
one
info you
queen
have?
of the Valkyries, the goddess
There's
Freya.
this new digital comic series
When
called
Odin
God of War
severed her
Fallen God.
wings,
I've
I
read it.
served in her
The
absence,
set
but
between the
it
events of God of War
wasn't
3 and
enough
the
for
new
the
one.
Allfather. He
Talks
used
about
an
how
archaic
Kratos sailed
piece
to
of
Egypt
magic,
after the events of God of
corrupting
War
my
3. The
sisters.
first 3 issues of
I
the comic
tried to
are out,
contain
and
the
the 4th
damage
final
by
issue is supposed to
imprisoning them in
release in June
places
the
where they
5th.
could cause no harm.
So, I don't know if you know this, but I moderate the God of War subreddit,
Sigrun, I'm
so
sorry
my
for
ear
being
is always
so
to the ground
worthless.
with new
I
information,
could have done
and
something, or tried at the very
when
least.
God of War Fallen Order was
We do
announced,
now.
it
I
got delayed
must
multiple
reunite
times because
with
of
my
COVID,
sisters.
and then it
Together
finally
we can
came
restore
out
balance to the realms.
last month or 2 months ago.
You have the
And
eternal
I've read it,
blessings of the
and
Valkyries.
Kratos obviously goes to Egypt. He encounters a mysterious man with a tablet, and then later encounters oh fuck, what's the name of the? I can't remember the name of the bird. An ibis. He encounters an ibis and a not coyote, some other creature. But those creatures represent, I can't remember the name of the god. Is it Set? Basically, that god appears to him. A baboon, that's it, that's the one, thank you.
Father, the helm.
Yes, the helm. Yeah, that's it, in Egyptian mythology, that particular god, I think it's Set, I could be wrong, can manifest in multiple forms, and 2 of the forms are a baboon and an ibis bird.
You don't sound very happy
So,
about it.
It's difficult to be
I'm
happy
curious
about
where they go
anything when
next
you're
with
a
it.
reanimated
But I don't know
head.
if you've read the God of
I'm
War
grateful
novel
we
as
were
well,
able
that
to set
came
the
out in
Valkyries
this.
free.
It was written by
So
Corey
much of this
Barlog's
could have been
father.
avoided.
Came out in
You said it
2018,
yourself, Head.
and it goes into
It
a
does
little bit
not
more
matter
detail of
anymore.
what happened to Kratos
The
at the end
past
of the
is the
events
past.
of God of War 3.
That's awfully cheerful coming from you.
I am in a good mood.
You just mentioned
The
it. No,
doors
I
will
don't
make use
mean
of this
the fallen
Your
god.
dad's a wee bit single-minded, isn't he,
Oh,
lad?
there's also...
Definitely.
Sorry, dude, I didn't read that. There's also an official novel for God of War 2018 that explains how Kratos got to the Northlands. You also get some extra lore about the game in general from this novel. It also has an audiobook version where Mimir is the narrator. That's right, Alistair Duncan, great narrator. I haven't actually listened to the audiobook version of that. I've just read secondhand info about it. But it does sound very interesting, and it's on my list when one day I get time to do it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the lore, the franchise, and everything that goes with it. Kratos, despite being a complete douchebag in the early games, is one of my favorite characters. I feel like a lot of people think he's just an angry old bitter sort of god, but he's actually quite deep and he's multi-layered, and I really enjoy his character. Finally, there's a book called God of War Lore and Legends, and it gives extra lore like how many years Kratos has been living in the Northlands, some tiny info about how Kratos and his wife Faye first interacted with each other, things that take place a year after God of War 2018. This book is also a physical copy of Atreus' journal, so all the info is written from his perspective. This one I know a little bit about, but clearly not as much as you. I know that Kratos was in the Northlands or Midgard for, I know Midgard's just the Norse word for Earth, but he was in Scandinavia, shall we say, for something like 40 years prior to having Atreus. And I'm not sure how much of that time he spent with Faye. During that time, obviously, they met, she gave him the Guardian Shield. I don't know about the events that take place after this one, the God of War. So I'd be curious to look into that further. Or if you know, please do tell me. I'd be interested to hear that. Yeah, this game is wonderful. Everything about it is great. I've completed it 9 times now, and I'm certain I'll play it at least one more time before Ragnarok gets an announcement, a release date. I don't believe Ragnarok will come out this year. I'm sure it'll get delayed to probably March or April next year. The novel states Kratos hid the blades 40 years ago, but God of War lore lets us know that Kratos has lived in these lands for 115 years. Okay, that's very interesting. A lot of people speculated on how long it could be, and they tried to tie up events of Greek history, like the Spartan army taking on the great barbarian invasion trying to place that around 500 BC and then compare it to when it could be when the events of this game are set. But 115 years makes more sense than trying to pin it closer to 1,000 years. Um, and I don't know, I feel like some of the timeline doesn't quite add up sometimes. Like Mimir has been tied up for 109 winters, he says. The Tyr's temple has been underwater for 100 winters, I think they say. Can't remember exactly why I thought this didn't quite add up, but 150 winters. Okay, that might be why. So no, that would add up actually. That would make sense because Mimir was involved or was around and free and walking when the temple was built, and it would have been submerged by the world serpent before Mimir got tied up. I guess there's a 41 year or so difference there. Okay, that could work. That could make sense. I don't know what to do now. Do I fight her again? Just fight. But yeah, clearly you know your stuff and you're a fan of this franchise. It's good to have you here. I'd love to hear more official word about the next game or have a trailer released. Emir states he doesn't originate from Northlands, that's right. The Goodfellas, he would have been... fuck, what's his name? He would have been... not Pan. Pan's from Greek mythology. Hey Stu, how are you, bro? I hope you're well. You're going to be disappointed in me. God of War, indeed. My favorite game. Stu, if you had seen me last stream, I had just completed Chapter 7 of Celeste. Puck, Robin Goodfellow, that's it, Puck. That's the one I was thinking of. I hope they delve further into Mimir's background, because he's one of the most interesting characters in the game. But yeah, Stu, Celeste, Chapter 7, finished, saw the ending. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit long and maybe started to outstay its welcome towards the end when you're climbing through the countdown sort of checkpoints from, I don't know, 28 down to 1 I think it was, when you reach the red flag. I started Chapter 8 and hit a brick wall in that big blue door that looks like a waterfall. Joy Boy, thank you very much, I'll have a look at that. But yeah, I then realized that in order to proceed with Chapter 8, I need to go back and find more secrets. So I put the game on hold and I just wanted to just swing my axe a little bit in this game, because that's always fun, you can't go wrong with it. But yeah, I've heard that when Celeste first came out, it was originally 7 chapters and you reach the peak and that's the end of the game. And then chapters 8 and 9 were added as DLC and then made as part of the main game. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. So if that's the case, then technically I've finished the base game. Do you know what you actually get, what you need to get through the gate? Yeah, I know I need to find some blue hearts, 4 of them I guess. And to do that I have to do the B-sides or something. The B-sides. Hey, Joy Boy, thank you for following. Thank you, much appreciated. Chapter 9 is definitely DLC, don't know about Chapter 8. Okay, so would Chapter 8 be like the epilogue, I suppose, then? Because I know it skips a year in the timeline. But yeah, with the B-sides, I found some of the tapes, but I think there's more to do with them, and there's more secrets to find, and I haven't done that. I think my total score at the end of Chapter 7 was something like 81 strawberries, I think it was. Let's go. Yeah, I think it was 81 strawberries and 1941 deaths. So a little bit under 2,000, but still. I really enjoyed it, and the music in it throughout was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I think I started to slow down towards the end. Chapter 6 took me 2 hours, and Chapter 7 took me maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. Whereas the first 3 chapters of the game took me 3 hours combined. And then Chapter 4 and 5 together took me another 3 hours or so. So I don't know if the levels got harder. Well, they did, and I died more times as the game went on. But it's really enjoyable. But still, looking at the way you play it with the mods, I'm nowhere near, not even close to that level. Like, that is some fast reactions, and my old brain can't handle that pace. So, but yeah, let's get my neck trampled one or two more times. 81's not bad. Yeah, it was okay. It's not great. Not terrible. Not too much. No. Oh, saw that coming. A lot of those reactions are just recognizing patterns and knowing what to do when you see them. Yeah, oh, definitely. The muscle memory has to take over from just pure reacting. The same with this game, really. I mean, where am I now? Playing this game, once you learn Sigrun's moves, the character that I'm fighting now, you don't really need to focus as much. You can just, once she starts the animation, you know what's happening, and you know what you need to do. Just a matter of not even processing it, just doing it. Shank. Okay, I dodged too soon, but I saw that shank coming. I think I've beaten her 3 times in the last hour. She's beaten me at least 60 times. At least. Come at me, sis. Not interested. Not playing these games. No! Saw that coming. Is this the Valkyrie Queen? That's exactly who it is. Sigrun, the Valkyrie Queen. The hardest boss in the game. One of the hardest bosses in any game. It doesn't seem as hard as it initially would, because I'm in New Game Plus, and the particular armor set that I'm wearing is basically like a glass cannon, or glass ballista as they call it in the game. So the damage output from Kratos is ridiculous here. Oh, you gave up on this fight. Oh, you played this, have you? Yeah, so if I was playing this the first time round, this fight is an endurance fight. You have to basically stay focused and not take much damage for 7 or 8 minutes, maybe more. But the way I'm dressed now, I'm dealing insane damage, but I can't take any damage. So as long as I can avoid getting a hit, then I can end this fight within 1 or 2 minutes. So it's just a matter of focusing for a bit less time than that, but it's doable. I've done it 3 times already today. Fuck me. That was silly. I should have dodged again, or at least moved to the side a little bit to give those wings a wider berth. Alright, let's do it. Press the wrong button. Nope. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Alright, let's try again. I know I could revive and just finish the fight, but I'd rather do it flawlessly. Any less is just not satisfying. What? Oh, that move. That shank gives you very little reaction time. It doesn't always have a tell. Usually, unprovoked, she will dash to the right and then lunge at you with a shank. But sometimes if you pummel her with enough moves, she'll just do it outright. And sometimes when she does that spin attack, she will dash back in the same direction and then come straight at you with the shank. So I should have been able to react to that. I was too slow that time. Alright. Oh, too slow. Too slow. This is my favorite fight in the game. I love it. I've done it so many times now. I'll never get bored of it. My second favorite fight is the Muspelheim challenge, where you take on 100 enemies in a gauntlet. Here's some cool trivia. The mural back in on the Jotunheim wall that was depicting Kratos fighting Baldur, you'll see the giant gave Kratos the nickname Farbauti, Fierce Striker. If you go out your way to translate the runes, this is a pretty fitting nickname for Kratos, considering the fact that Farbauti in Norse means cruel striker, or one who deals dangerous blows. This is also significant because the actual Norse mythology, Farbauti is the name of Loki's father. Yep. I don't know when I learned that, but I was giddy like a happy school child learning it. It is very fitting, very apt. Even better because... Oh, dodged too soon. Because in originally in this game, Cory Balrog hadn't planned on naming on having Atreus being secretly Loki. My favorite fight in this game has to be the Stranger, the first encounter with Baldur. I like that, but I prefer the fights. I prefer this fight because it's one continuous fight that's not interrupted by cutscenes. Like the first time I fought Magni and Modi, I loved that fight. But after playing the game repeatedly, it's now one of my least favorites because it's interrupted too many times by the bit where you're back to back with Atreus and having to block them coming at you from the shadows. Same with Braithlir. I'm not as big a fan of fights that have phases. I prefer just one long extended battle. That's why another one of my favorite fights is the Dark Elf King. Oh, what? Svartalfjörður. I've done that many times as well. Big fan of it. Glad I met another God of War super fan. It's always nice to just geek out about a subject you enjoy. That move always gets me. Don't you move, Sigrun. Stay right there. No, Sigrun, you watch your back. No, no, no. Ooh. There. Hey guys, Steve, that one was for you. Real life balls of balls, super fast. Balls of balls. What I I just love it when Bloodsport gets it spot on.
Thank you, friends. You have saved the Valkyries.
Sigrun, how did this happen?
Mimir, is that you? You have been freed, but
Freedom comes at a price, milady.
you speak truly.
Meatballs. He is.
Countless winters we serve the
What does Brock
but
call
only
him?
through his union to the Queen did we ever taste some measure
The
of freedom.
bearded beaver and his
But are
sack
you the
seed.
queen?
There has only been one queen.
Brock
of the
and his
Valkyries.
amazing
Goddess Freya.
names
Odin
and
severed
words.
her
He has a
wings
way
and
with
served
words
in
and
her
insults.
absence, but it wasn't enough for the Allfather. He used an archaic piece of magic, corrupting my sisters. I tried to contain the damage by imprisoning them in places where they could
Sounds good.
cause no harm, but soon I lost myself as well.
Sigrun, I'm sorry for being so worthless. I could have done something, or tried at the very least. What will you do now?
I must reunite with my sisters. Together we can
I'm hoping the
restore
next game
balance
has a
to
more
the
epic
realms.
scope
You
than this
have
one.
the eternal blessings of the
This one
Valkyries.
being so focused on the father-son relationship and being so linear, while it is epic, compare it to say God of War 2 and 3, compare the original God of Wars compared to the very first God of War. Replace the Valkyrie.
Well, we did it.
Well, in Norse mythology, there's like
You don't sound
30,
very happy
30
about
plus
it.
Valkyries,
It's
so
difficult to be
we might
happy about
hopefully
anything
still
when
have
you're a reanimated head.
other
I'm
Valkyries
grateful we
in
were
the next
able to
game.
set the Valkyries free.
But it'd be cool if they did other
So
enemies
much
as well,
of this could
like
have been avoided,
dragons or
only
You said it yourself, Ed.
the Enharrier.
It does not matter
or,
anymore. The past is the
Nidhogg,
past.
or
Well,
any,
that's
or,
awfully
or
cheerful
any
coming from
other
you.
mythological
I am in
creatures.
a
Really.
good mood. The dwarves will make use
Berserkers.
of this helm.
I think
Your
they
dad's
were
a wee bit
mentioned in the
single-minded, isn't he,
comics,
lad?
but never made it into the
Definitely.
game. There was concept art of a weird-looking drummer enemy that was cut from the game, so it'd be nice if that made an appearance in the next one. Here's a theory I have that you might like. So they say that reverents are made by people who get lost in Seder magic and become consumed by it, and it drives them crazy and turns them into the revenants, right? And they also say that Freya is the true queen of the Valkyries. So imagine if Freya, in her fury against Kratos for what he did to her son, gets consumed by her Seder magic and becomes a boss in the next game that's kind of a hybrid between Revenants and Valkyries. How fucking cool would that be? I would absolutely love to see that. Are you reloading, or can you just do this fight over and over? I've been reloading. I've beaten her 4 times in the last hour and 15 minutes. But I've just been reloading and trying to do it in more satisfying ways, I guess. Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh man, I really hope they do that. That'd be amazing. My only concern is if they do have Freya as a Valkyrie type boss in the game, it's probably going to be part of the main story rather than as a side quest. And if it's part of the main story, it probably won't be as hard as Sigrun, and because they want people to be able to progress through. They'll want the journalists to be able to make it through so they can see the ending. And it will probably have phases in the fight with checkpoints in between rather than having to do the whole fight as one go. Another theory that I have for this game, for the sequel, I think the sequel will be set 3 years after this one, just as Fimbulwinter is ending, and the main focus of the game will be the direct lead up to and the events of, and maybe a little bit of the aftermath of the Ragnarok war itself. And they say that at the end of Ragnarok, Jormungandr and Thor fight so violently that they shatter the World Tree, sending Jormungandr back in time. Now, I think when that happens, I think it will happen at the end of the second game, and I think Kratos joins the Avengers to take on Thanos. So I think when that happens, Jormungandr will be sent back in time to before his birth, and Atreus will also be sent back with him, and Atreus will end up in a time before his birth, and Kratos will be killed and sent to Valhalla because he'll be killed in combat. And in the third game, we'll alternate between controlling Kratos and an adult Atreus. Kratos will be in Valhalla fighting his way out to try to get back to his son. Atreus will be in the past, and he will seek out Tyr and a young Fae and explain to them the events that are going to come and set in motion their preparation, and they're going to end up going to Midgard to Greece or Olympus to grab Kratos and pull him into their part of Midgard. So I think the gift of foresight that the giants have will be partly driven by Atreus having already seen the events and going back in time and setting the pieces in motion and guiding everyone into the right place so that they are better prepared for the war when it comes. I think that'd be quite cool. And they've hinted at, and other PlayStation games have done this, where they've changed perspective between two different players, two different characters. And I think they've hinted at that at some point Atreus will become a controllable character in the future games. So that'd be quite cool if they did that. But maybe not. Maybe they'll stick with the whole single camera thing and just have you working as a pair going through the game, just like this one. But I don't think they will. I feel like that might limit the scope of the next game if they did it that way. I feel like with the War of Ragnarok, they're going to have to kind of expand on the epic scale of everything, and that might be one way of doing it, is by abandoning the single take cam. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Could fighter again, but I feel like I've done everything here. Yeah, guys, I think I might call it a day here. But Joy Boy, it's been very nice meeting you and fun hanging out and talking about one of my favourite topics, and by the look of it, one of your favourite topics as well. Stu, I'm sorry you missed my Celeste streams, but I'll probably go back and try to complete Chapter 8 at some point. I'm just not sure when. I'll probably take a little break from Celeste for now. But thank you as well for hanging out, and everybody else that was in earlier. I might, before leaving, see about raiding somebody. Got a friend who I've not watched stream in a while. He's currently playing the Mass Effect remaster. Might go say hello to him. All good. I do think the further content in Celeste is definitely worth it. Oh, definitely. I'm not done with that game. Have a good one. Thank you, Stu. Thank you for popping in. It's been really fun, and I will see you at one of your streams probably next, because I don't stream that often. Maybe like once or twice a week at the moment. I need to work on that. But yeah, I'll definitely see you at one of your streams soon, buddy. But for now, if anyone's interested in joining me, I'm going to go and raid my friend Still Sinful in his playing of Mass Effect. But thank you for hanging out, and we will see you guys soon.